Hello guys, good evening, and this is Mike Padua, and we're back to our latest analysis, and this is now the initial update on active LPA 92W. That's right, it became an active low pressure area as it approaches the coastal waters of eastern Samar and Bicol Region. And this is for today, Friday, December 9, 2022. And this is brought to you by Typhoon2000 in partnership with Aboitiz Power and Naga College Foundation. Let's begin with our update. Here's the latest GovSat. As you can see, it's now an active LPA, and it's already dumping heavy rains across eastern Visayas like Samar provinces and later. And also some rainfall are being observed across the Bicol region, and it will become more widespread. Occasional to at times continuous rainfall will be expected across the different portions of the different provinces of the Bicol region. So its trough is also extending across Calabarzon, Metro Manila, Mindoro, Romblon, Marinduque, northern Palawan, Calamian Group, northern portions of Sulu Archipelago, that includes Cuyo Island, Manpulu, and Pamalican, and also the various provinces of Visayas and Caraga. So expect rainfall to prevail through the weekend, but it will be more frequent over the Bicol region beginning tomorrow, Saturday, to early Sunday. And this LPA is already a high chance of developing into a tropical depression within the next 12 to 24 hours. It's more than 65%, and there's a possibility that it could reach tropical depression by tomorrow morning once it passes to the east of Bicol region. We have the surge of the enhanced northeast monsoon across extreme northern Luzon, and also a shear line affecting Cagayan, Isabela, and Aurora. And flooding in these areas will be medium to high, and also here across eastern Visayas and the Bicol region, wherein the risk of flooding and landslides remain moderate or medium to high. And here's the fast animation from the University of Wisconsin during the past 6 hours. You can clearly observe here that the system is still struggling, but although it's starting to consolidate as it moves across the coastal waters of eastern Samar, and by tomorrow morning it will be around 270 kilometers east of Naga City, or 170 kilometers to the east of Catanduanes by Saturday morning. That will be the closest approach of this LPA, and there's a possibility that it could reach tropical depression, but so far as of this time it's still is scattered and not organized, especially the core of this LPA. It's not yet fully developed, so that's good news. But occasional to at times continuous rainfall will be expected across eastern Visayas and Bicol region to early Sunday. So don't forget to bring your umbrellas and rain gear, and also in flood-prone and hazard-prone areas, please take all necessary precautions and listen to your disaster risk officers in your respective barangays or municipalities, including the city disaster risk reduction. So please take all necessary precautions and pay attention. And if this system upgrades into a tropical depression, especially if Pag-asa upgrades it, it will be named locally as Rosal. So likely there will be wind signal number 1, the lowest wind signal, because of the classification of this LPA if it does become a tropical depression. Here's the windy zoom-in satellite animation, so you can clearly see here the trough extending all across the Visayas and the northern portions of Mimaropa, and also Bicol region will become more widespread with occasional to at times continuous rainfall beginning tomorrow. But right now we are experiencing some light rainfall across the Bicol region, and also becoming widespread as well for the evening across eastern Visayas, but it's still not quite organized. So let's hope and pray it will remain that way since the forecast is the storm will move towards this direction and recurve. Okay, so there will be no landfall based on the latest computer models, which we are going to show to you in a while. Now here's the rainfall accumulation forecast for the next 3 days until Sunday. So there's some decrease of the rainfall accumulation over the Bicol region. It will be only the area of Partido district in Camarines Sur and Catanduanes that could experience 90 to more than 100 millimeters of rainfall. But the rest of the Bicol region will be around 30, 40, up to 60 millimeters of rainfall for 24 hours. So that's good news. While over northern Samar, some portions of northern Samar could get rainfall of 90 to 100 millimeters, while the rest of northern Samar and portions of eastern Samar, as well as western Samar or Samar province, will have rainfall of 40 to 60 millimeters. But the rest of the Visayas and Palawan will also be affected by the trough of this low pressure system. So expect rainfall within the next 3 days. So here's the latest forecast models from the European and American model. Let's begin with the American model. So by tomorrow morning around 2 a.m., the system will now be along the coastal waters of the Bicol region, roughly 100 kilometers to the east of Catanduanes, or 200 kilometers to the east of Naga City. So the forecast has changed a little bit more to the right compared to yesterday, that the forecast is right here. So right now the forecast track is towards this way on the American model. And on Saturday evening, that system will slowly move towards the north. Could become a tropical depression or tropical storm. Even here, if development occurs, it will intensify into a tropical depression. And if intensification continues, it will become a tropical storm as it moves away from the Bicol region, which is being forecasted by the American model. On Sunday morning, the system will now start to move slowly towards the north and the northeast, and on Monday it will start to accelerate towards the northeast across the North Philippine Sea, and likely it could develop into a severe tropical storm or even a typhoon based on the computer model of the American, computer model. Okay, and on Tuesday it will accelerate, moving away from our Philippine Sea, and on Wednesday it will exit the Philippine area of responsibility. So that's the American model. Let's take a look at the European model. So it's almost identical when it comes to the track. Saturday early morning, it will be, it's a little bit far from the American model. This is roughly 270 kilometers east of Naga City, or 170 kilometers east of Catanduanes by 5 a.m. tomorrow. So that's 12 hours from now. So it looks like we are spurred from the worst, since it didn't intensify into a tropical depression yet. And if it does intensify, just little effects, more of rainfall will be expected. And on Saturday evening, it will start to move towards the north. Sunday morning, accelerated more to the north, and it's already to the east of Isabela and likely to become a tropical depression. And in the evening of Sunday, it will start to move towards the northeast. Monday morning, slowly, still as a tropical depression moving towards the northeast, and on Monday afternoon, it will start to weaken. Tuesday, it will decay into a remnant low and will be a part of the shear line or the tail end of a cold front. And on Tuesday evening, it will be gone. Okay, the remnants will start to move more to the southwest, and the northeast monsoon is expected to arrive, okay, in the next few days. That will be for next weekend. Okay, so that's the latest from the two reliable computer models. Now, if we take a look at the various computer models, including the American and the European model, they all agree that this system will recurve towards the sea without any landfall across the Philippine Islands, although it will come between 100 to 170 kilometers to the east of Bicol Region by tomorrow morning. And let's still hope that it won't become a tropical depression, but if it does, we'll be having wind signal number 1 by tomorrow morning. Okay, so that's it. That's the latest. We will keep you updated, and once it develops into a tropical depression, it will be known by Pag-asa as Rosal, and we will be issuing T2K or Typhoon 2000 advisories on this weather system. Again, stay safe always. See you again tomorrow. Have a great evening, and thank you so much for watching our channel.